All right, so today I'm gonna help a teammate get over the victory column requirement here. She needs 4 for 6.5. She has it, but she needs to swap some gear around and do some things. We'll cover a couple of things you can do as well. So what we're gonna do is on her 4 generals, she has one that she can give up a ton on, and she's already pulled the dragon. And then we're gonna put something else on here and swap some gear around to get him back over 6.5 because he is way over. And stick that onto Brock, who's a little under. And then eventually we'll pop that Spirit Beast over there and swap around. That should do it. However, if that wasn't going to get it done, here are some other options you can do. You can refine better to the end. They don't have to be the right refines to get over the victory column, but that's up to you if you want to waste that. So when the Palace event is on, every 4th refine is a gold refine. And the higher the refine, the higher the power to the general. So as you can see right here, refine's not bad. Okay, but there might be, some other gear that she could refine that could go bigger, and that'll give her better refines. And on a piece of gear like this, it's got 687. Let's say if this general is over, she can pull that piece off and swap with a different general that has a little bit lower, and then swap the power out. So like this refine here, even though it's wrong, it doesn't matter what it is. It's low. It's 8.1%. If you were to refine that on a 4th gold to like 25 to 30% from the Palace event, the power goes up significantly on each piece. So you can always look through and see what you can do for, refines, things like that. Again, whether it's mounted troop load or not, as long as that's 30% or, 25% above and it's gold, that adds way more power. So right here, 2 refines alone probably could have got her over if the Palace event was on, or she wanted to spend the gems and just refine. Let's say that's not an option. Okay, are your generals up to your actual level of Monarch? So you can go out here to your Monarch, and if you have the gems, this isn't for everyone, but this is another option. You can go out to the shrine, and you can go ahead and you can do just like this. And every time you offer, you're going to get prestige and you're going to get experience. Okay, so there's an option there. Inside your talent tree as well, when you hit your offerings, make sure you're using your talent points because you get bonus experience. All right, it's no reason to throw gems in the trash. And then change your culture to Arabia because you get a bonus as well. So you can max out 50,000 per time. So if you go ahead and bump this up all the way, like I need way too much. I'm not gonna put that much gems into it. But let's say I needed a little bit more for my dragon, or a little bit more for the experience to push over. Like a dragon swap wouldn't work. I would push my monarch and push to general. But that's an awful lot. But that's an option as well. Okay, so you can swap around gear, you can do some refines, you can bump the general level. There, you have options. You got all kinds of little things you can do. Palace is really the best event for that. So like if you look at my victory column, I need all 3 generals at 11. So my options would be personally, right? I can't do anything about mine right now because I don't have anybody that is going to qualify. But if you have a general that you've developed that's a very low old general, say like William Wallace, he's got a very low start power. He's got low green numbers as they go up. So even as you level him with your monarch and push the general up, he's going to give you less power than like a newer general like Tish or somebody else. So if you've been developing someone old as well, you may just want to develop someone new, like Narc's mid-range, older guy. Okay, he's who I need to push. So really I need to put a dragon on him. My gear is a little low refined in here. So let's say I was really close like she was, like at 6.4, 6.5. I would go ahead and push these refines even though they're golds. But I would look for a shitty refine first, or a refine I need to get rid of. Like that 20%, that's low. I mean, I could get another 50,000 power out of that. And so can you. So small things like that. You can also go back. You can bump your dragons a level if you're close. You can bump your spirit beasts. So like here, like I'm pushed, right? There's nothing that's going to happen here. But let's say that this dragon could still be pushed. I could push this dragon a little more, get a little more power on a general, swap them around. Spirit beasts don't give very much. But again, you could go in and let's say like I think a Lord of Lava's on my Narc, right? He's real low. Let's say Narc was close. Well, I could just swap a dragon out from someone else that already overqualifies by a lot and throw that on him. Or I could just, bump him up if I wanted to. That's an option as well. I'm trying to think what else there is that really can be done. Those are the basic things you can do to bump it real quick. But the biggest is swapping gear around if you're already close. But like I'm so far away on my 3, there's nothing I'm going to do without actually just raising the general power or amping my Civ gear more. So that was the other thing. Like, her Civ gear had no amplification, but that's big dollars, right? Maybe you don't have that. So if you look here, so maybe I've got like one here, and then the boots too, right? These are Majestics. I could bump those up to Apollos if he was, you know, short. So you've always got options. It's just how much do you want to spend, how much time do you have, and how much trouble do you want to go through to amp the Civ gear, swap it around, swap dragons, bump dragons. Like, I'm max at 375, right? So if I want to push Theo any further to get to that 11, this is what I would have to do. Swap gear around, which I don't have it because all my generals are maxed. I'd have to level up my Monarch, which, you know, is pretty far away. Or I have to upgrade the gear and either bump these into Civ or something else, or bump these into Apollo. Like, I'm already cived out on these 4 pieces. I don't have anything to do these 2 with. So my only option is to bump the dragon, bump this, or amplify this, which these are easy boxes to come by. Like, I could bump the helm right now and I'd get another, I think, 200,000 power out of that for one or two bumps. And I would still be short, but I'd be a lot closer. The other options are you can... Trying to think, what else did we do to get everybody else over? See, you can bump your Monarch, you can bump your general levels, you can bump your dragons, you can bump your gear, you can bump the shrine to get that done. That's the majority of what you can do. I know I've forgot something because I just wanted to shoot something quick so she can get hers over. But that's what you're going to do. You're going to take your general, you're going to swap those dragons. I think you had a King Arthur too. Your King Arthur was low after you took the dragon off. So when you put the Spirit Beast on, hopefully you're going to have it. If not, when you put that dragon onto Brock's going to be so far over, you're going to take a piece of his Civ gear that has enough power to not drop him below 6.5 and swap it with a piece over with Arthur that has enough to make the exchange. And maybe 2 or 3 pieces. You might have to bump it around a little bit, even steal from somebody else. But all you need is your 4 generals over that 6.5 to unlock it. It doesn't have to be a general you're developing or anyone in particular. It's just put your best generals on, swap things around, get it done. And then as soon as this unlocks for you to upgrade, it's unlocked forever. You can swap everything back. It's already qualified. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and upgrade. So yours is done tonight. You just have to go ahead and finish that up. Good luck.